Have you ever taken a shortcut through the woods late at night just to save a few minutes? The road is empty, your headlights stretch only a few meters ahead, and the trees close in like walls? You tell yourself you're safe inside your car. But what if something else is out there, watching, waiting for you to slow down? Tonight, we're venturing into 3 true horror stories from deep within the world's darkest forest roads, tales whispered by survivors who swore they'd never drive through those places again. Before we begin, remember, over 80% of you watching aren't subscribed yet. If you enjoy real-life horror stories that send chills down your spine, hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Now, lock your doors, check your mirrors, and keep your headlights on, because we're about to drive into the dark. On the outskirts of northern Washington, there's a road locals call Whispering Pine. It's narrow, winding, and lined with pine trees so tall they blot out the moonlight. Truckers avoid it not because it's dangerous, but because of what they've heard. Or who they've heard. One autumn night, a delivery driver named Eric decided to take that route to save time. It was close to midnight, and the fog had thickened so much his headlights could barely cut through. His radio began to crackle. At first, just static, then faint whispering. He turned the dial. Nothing but noise till a voice came through, quiet and breathy. "Don't stop. Keep driving." Eric froze, pulled over, thinking it was just some weird interference. But when he looked up, a figure stood between the trees. Tall, motionless, too still. He blinked on, then came a new sound. Footsteps crunching leaves right beside his truck. Slow, deliberate. He slammed his door locks down and floored the gas. When he finally reached the end of the road, he checked his dash cam. The footage showed something walking alongside his truck, perfectly matching its speed. But its body was a blur, too long, too thin, and it was whispering his name. Eric never drove that route again. And now, even locals say that if you drive down Whispering Pine after midnight, the static on your radio isn't interference, it's a warning. Our next story comes from Oregon, a dense forest highway known as Old Creek Trail. For decades, drivers have reported losing their sense of direction there, as if the road folds in on itself. A woman named Samantha was driving home after visiting her parents. She was familiar with the route, but that night, her GPS began to glitch. Every turn she made, it recalculated, sending her back to the same road, Old Creek Trail. At first, she thought she was just tired until she noticed the trees. The same leaning oak with the split trunk appeared again and again. Her car's clock was frozen at 12:04 a.m. She pulled over to get her bearings, turned off the car, and looked around. The woods were dead silent. No wind, no insects, nothing. Then she saw movement in her rearview mirror, shadow in the back seat. She spun around, it was empty. Her heart pounding, she started the car and sped forward. For 10 minutes, it felt like she was driving in circles, until the road finally opened up to a gas station she'd never seen before. The attendant just stared at her, pale. "Ma'am, we closed years ago." Samantha backed out, terrified, and kept driving until sunrise. When she finally reached home, she checked the mirror one last time. For a brief second before she turned off the engine, she saw the same shadow, sitting quietly in the back seat. She sold her car the next day. And no one knows where Old Creek Trail really leads because, according to maps, it doesn't exist anymore. Deep in British Columbia's wilderness lies an abandoned logging road that isn't on any GPS. Locals call it Phantom's Pass. It's said to lead nowhere, but people who drive there say it doesn't let you leave. In 2006, a man named Thomas Bell, a forest ranger, took that road to inspect a report of illegal logging. It was raining hard, mud splattering across his windshield. Then, through the storm, he saw something ahead, a pair of red taillights parked on the side of the road. Thomas slowed down, but as he got closer, his heart dropped. It was his car, the same plate number, the same dents. He stepped out in disbelief, shouting into the wind, "Hello? Who's there?" Silence. The air grew colder. His flashlight flickered in the distance. The taillights began moving, drifting slowly backward into the forest. He chased after them, calling out, but the mud swallowed his boots, and the lights faded into the darkness. When rescuers found him 2 days later, he was barefoot, dehydrated, and muttering the same phrase over and over, "It followed me out." Today, that road is sealed off with concrete barriers, yet sometimes hikers still claim they see 2 faint red lights deep between the trees, hovering in the dark, waiting for someone to follow. Now the question is, when you're behind the wheel, headlights cutting through the darkness, and the world feels still, are you really alone? If a road is this quiet, maybe it's not empty. Maybe it's expecting someone like you. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and like this video to help it reach more horror fans. Share it with someone you'd never let drive through one of these roads alone. Comment below. Which story freaked you out the most, and would you dare take the shortcut tonight? Stay safe, keep your headlights on, and remember, sometimes the darkest roads lead home, but sometimes they lead nowhere.